we're going to be talking about the nervous system. So, first of all, let's start with the three parts of the nervous system. The first part is pretty obvious, it is the brain. Second part would be the spinal cord. This is how our brain keeps in touch with our whole body. So over here you can see this is our brain, right? And this is our spinal cord. This connects our brain to basically all of our nerves. And then we have the smallest unit, which are the nerves or neurons. Okay, neurons and their function. So neurons are also called nerve cells. Neurons make up like all of your network of nerves. Nerves are like blood vessels, but instead for brain, and they contain, instead of containing blood, they contain like neurons, nerve cells inside of them. These nerves are connected to your spinal cord. Spinal cord. Okay. Like I said, all of these nerves over here are connected to the spinal cord, which is connected to the brain, and that's how the brain gets all the sensory information. Okay, which lead to your brain, like I just said. Neurons carry a message called nerve impulse, picked up by your senses. And they are later, oh my bad, I spelled that wrong. These are later sent to your brain. So your brain can interpret the message and make a decision for your body on how to respond to that situation. So if you get burned, for example, then once you, like, wherever you get burned, you quickly remove your hand. That's because the nerve sends an impulse to the brain through nerve impulses that's picked up by your sense of touch, through when you're touching the hot surface, and once you touch it, you quickly retract. That's an example of like your brain telling you how to respond to that situation. The decision your brain makes is called a response. Okay. Neurons do not touch each other. Okay. The nerve impulse jumps across to each neuron by chemicals being released. Now, the space between neurons is called a synapse. Okay, now the next thing we're going to be talking about is signal pathway and their speed. So the first thing that happens is the senses pick up a nerve impulse. In the example I gave about a hot surface, senses are picking up a nerve impulse because the nerve in the area is telling your brain that, oops, we're getting burned, through this sense of touch. Next is nerve impulse travels to your brain. Up to your spine, actually, first, then to your brain. Up to your brain, then brain receives the nerve impulse and makes a decision. This decision is called a response. Sends response back to the spine, nerve impulse reaches your nerves, and you react to the situation. You quickly remove your hand from that hot surface so you don't burn your skin further. And this is a very interesting fact. Nerve impulses are lightning fast. They travel at this, like, as fast as lightning per second. They can travel 120 meters per second. That is very, very, very fast. That's why once you touch a hot surface, before you even think about it, before you even know that you're touching a hot surface, you react very quickly, remove your hand faster than you can think about it. That's because of how fast the impulse travels. Receives in. So these are the functions. So the first function is receives info about what is happening both inside and outside of your body. So inside your body would be like a pain you would be feeling in your stomach, like a stomach ache. If you have like a heartache, not heart attack, but heartache, once like your chest hurts, chest ache, then outside would be what's happening around you, so your surroundings. So if there's like, for example, you can see that it's super sunny outside, you're inside, you can feel the cold breeze. That's would be receives info about what's happening outside of your body. An example would be a baseball is pitched and coming straight for you. This would like allow you to like move or try to catch it, or just move your head away from the baseball so you don't get hit. The way in which your body responds is directs the way in which your body responds to the information. See, as the example, you keep your eyes on the baseball and swing the bat and hit it. Oh, my bad. A baseball is pitched and is coming towards you. So once you're like, you need to hit the baseball because you're batting. So you would keep your eyes on the ball and you would need to swing your baseball bat and hit the ball and swing it and hope you get a home run. Controls all body systems to respond to stimuli and keep our bodies in homeostasis. Remember yesterday I talked about homeostasis being balance. Homeostasis is basically how our body keeps our balance. So different functions like sleeping keeps our body in homeostasis by keeping us asleep when we need to. This allows our body to recharge and be ready for the next day. Stop. Sends message throughout the body to fix problems before they get too big and organs stop functioning properly. This is a very important feature or a way of keeping homeostasis. keeping like balance in our body. So it would need to stop something that's happening wrong, sense a body to fix problem. Like if we had a scar on our skin and it was getting infected, the brain would send white blood cells to the area, platelets to the area, to help prevent damage in the skin. Example, if you're dehydrated, your nervous system directs you to take a drink of water by you feeling thirsty. Okay, and this is a neuron. This is a singular neuron cell. It is composed of different it has different parts to it. There's the dendrites, the cell body, the parts over here, the nucleus of the cell. These are the Schwann cells. There's this lining, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's Millen's scythe. There's the node of Renvier, which is over here. These are the ones connecting this. There's the axon. This is the axon, this whole part over here. And this is the axon terminals over here. Thank you. I hope you learned something.